present the award to Max Gabriel. Assemblyman Ortiz is from the 51st Assembly District, that's Brooklyn, my hometown. Home of the Brooklyn Dodgers! Way back when, yes? We're dating ourselves, Joe. Assemblyman Ortiz is chair of the important Assembly Mental Health Committee and truly a man of the people. He cares deeply about both the mental and physical health of our relatives and those suffering with chemical dependence. He has supported and sponsored numerous legislation to protect those suffering with disabilities. I started to write some of the bills, but they were so numerous, forgive me, Assemblyman Ortiz, I just have to generalize.
Done it for me, I was looking for somebody.
We'll talk about hiring me after. He is a respected champion of rights for our veterans. He himself has served in the Army, is that correct? You have. According to the New York Times, Mr. Ortiz is well regarded, this is an exact quote by the New York Times, quote, Mr. Ortiz is well regarded in the Assembly for both his hard work and talent at coalition building. And these days, that's what it's all about, coalition building. He is also well regarded by us, the NAMI NYS advocates. No matter how busy Assemblyman Ortiz is, he is never too busy to take a call from a constituent or stop to chat with a NAMI advocate in the legislative hallways, and I've got you there a few times and to hear our concerns. He really cares and he really listens. I am honored to present Assemblyman Felix Ortiz.
Thank you very much, all, and congratulations to you all, and good evening. It is really a great honor for me to be here with you all, and also to sharing the Cheryl called this the last supper, so I was very concerned. I was very concerned when you said to me, you're going to sit on the last supper table with Commissioner Hogan. And I said, I don't know when to sit next to Commissioner Hogan. And she said, well, we put you next to Congressman Patrick Kennedy. I said, probably that is a little more comfort, because next to my right was two police officers, so I was covered. So I'm in good shape. So, and I hope this is not the last supper. I hope this is the beginning of the supper, because we have a lot of challenges ahead of us. And you think stated about the challenges. You know, with challenges, a lot of great opportunities come. We need to be visionary. We need to think out of the box. And also, would like to recognize again another commissioner that you have here, Commissioner Stoll, who has also put this organization in the front line to make sure that it continues to work. And this is a great moment in history. This is a great time for us to come together. This is a great time for us to begin to identify the real needs of our community. And to also, it's a real good time for us to understand that we should not be ashamed about ourselves when we have a relative who's suffering from depression, from mentally ill. You know, I always tell the story to make it very short, because I know Charles wants me to get out of here, because we really came to hear from our guest speaker today. But I would like to tell you this. I have a niece, and you all know this story. I have a niece who suffers from autism. I have a niece who suffers from disability, mental disability, and mentally challenged. And she always comes to me and she said, you know, Uncle, I want to make sure that everywhere you go, you can tell my story. Because when you're telling my story, we bring awareness about our problems and our issues. And most of the time when we have a child with autism, and we have a mother that has to stay home with father who's trying to figure out a way, the mothers always have to give up the job because they have to take care of the child. And sometimes if it's a single mother sitting there like my aunt, so she won't be able to either drop the job, because to begin with, she never had a job. So we need to take care of those people by doing legislation to make sure that those people can be protected as a result that they do want to do the job, but they are unable to do the job. Last but not least, I came here to give a presentation to one of the veterans. As Charles mentioned before, I am a former veteran, but before that, I have a great foundation from my family who served from World War I until today. The foundation of my family comes from World War I until my son happened to serve in Iraq. I got the phone call that my son was expecting to go from basic training to a dislocated place. And you know, being on the military and being on the CID unit, being on the Central Intelligence Division, you know what the deal is. So everybody, my father will come to me and say, do you know where your son is going? I say, I think he's going to Germany. I say, okay, so he's going to Germany. He's safe in Germany. Yeah, he's going to Germany. But I knew, I was the only one who knew that my son was right in the middle of the battleground when the first infantry divisions came to Iraq. My son happened to be in the mix of all that. Just like I give you my son, I give you the rest of my family, but we have a very strong background and a very strong foundation in our family. If you happen to marry one of my brothers, my uncle, or my cousin, the first thing that my grandmother would say to you is, be grateful about the United States of America and make sure that your child at least will serve in the military. And that's the only thing we can give to you to continue to protect the freedom, the liberty, and the democracy that this country continues to give us, and the opportunity that I'm very grateful about the United States of America that has given me not only to serve in the Assembly, but to learn how to speak English. And if you have trying to understand me today, you cannot understand me 10 years ago. So I thought that I came from the South. I came from the South, but not from the South of Georgia, from the South of Puerto Rico. When I was 22 years old to this country. I was 22, I couldn't speak English. I was the first one of my family to come here, to land in New York. I was very blessed to have a scholarship to go to New York University full time. They paid my dues there, and I'm very helpful to tell you that I'm here to continue to give back, not only to this community, but to honor you for giving me the friendship, and also for giving me this family to be part of my family, and my family to be part of yours. Because in conclusion, mental illness, whether we are veterans, whether we are rich or poor, whether we come from whatever neighborhood or background, ethnicity, whether we're Hispanic, we African American, Asian, white, does not discriminate against anyone. So we have a long road to go, and we have a long work and job to do together to make sure that we do not be ashamed about telling our story. Thank you, and God bless you, and keep the faith. I'm here to present a word to Mark. He's a Vietnam vet, and I believe he told me a little story about when he was in the Navy. But at the same token, Charles, you can come in. But at the same token, I was sharing with him that my cousin is a master chief in the Navy SEAL, who the same simultaneously with my son and my brother and my other cousin who was a major in the Marine Corps. They all was in Iraq and Afghanistan simultaneously. And one of my cousins happened to be one of those gracious men who was the guy who took Saddam Hussein out of the hook. So, and I'm very pleased to say that because it gives me a great honor to give this little recognition for the work that our veterans, especially when they're serving Vietnam, that we continue to Black Vietnam War. We need to begin to feel pleased and embrace and enjoy our veterans that are still alive who continue to serve and
Okay, I'll try not to get violence, but I really appreciate this. I've said that I feel very humbled. It's like you continue to work for veterans and being a veteran, and it seems like if you want something done, give a businessman something to do again. I continue to work for veterans ever since I got out of the military, and I don't really comprehend everything that I accomplished or things that I do. And I've been told that, like, you know, do you know what you did? And I said, no, I just keep on doing it. But for my fellow brothers, all veterans, and the people who support veterans, and my brothers from the White Club, Legacy, I said that if they would show up, I would wear my colors. So I'm glad that you're here, and I thank you very much.
The